Yeah, nope. What up, gang? I'm a trader, better known as TPT Concepts. Today is April 6th, 2026. The time is now 9:19 a.m. Have some technical difficulties. Let's see if we can share the screen. Okay, gang. And again, it's my second time going live, trying to get used to it. But before we hop into the charts, we got to get a word from Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Today's word comes from James chapter 1, verse 22, and it reads, But don't just listen to God's word. You must do what it says. Otherwise, you are only fooling yourselves. And I'm going to read it one more time. But don't just listen to God's word. You must do what it says. Otherwise, you are only fooling yourselves. And that's James chapter 1, verse 22. And pretty much he's saying we can go to church, listen to the sermon Sunday after Sunday, but if we don't live it in our everyday lives, then he's clearly telling you that you're fooling yourselves, thinking that I guess he believed that you're living for him because we were created to serve God and to serve others. And again, that's another reason why this channel was created. All right. I'm not here to get you to trade like me or teach you how to trade or anything like that. Okay. I'm just here to serve you. And I hope what I'm doing is bringing value to your life. Okay, gang, when you come to the charts, you'll always start on forexfactory.com. And I've been trying to get the Zoom to connect so I can get my annotate to work, but it's all good. We got news at 10 a.m. We got a red folder, ISM. And then we got Trump talking at 1. More than likely, I will not be in front of the charts. But the market opened here in 9 minutes. I want you guys to see here. We're connected. Think or swim. We are ready to go. You see the VIX is at trading at 25, so we know the market may be pretty volatile today. Okay. So we're gonna start on the weekly time frame. As you can see here, the previous weekly candle did close bullish. All right. The first bullish weekly candle we've had in what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, almost a month. Okay. Let's go to the daily. And this orange line here to the right, all right, is the pre-market price. Okay, gang. So today I do have a bullish bias here today on SPY due to the fact that the previous daily candle closed bullish. Okay, so let's go down to the 2 hour. And what I'm doing now, gang, is called a top-down analysis. All right, if you're new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. But I'm pretty much marking up key levels on higher time frames, all right, and seeing how they hold up on the lower time frame. Okay. So now on the 2 hour, you see price reached its resistance, rejected. All right, now it's kind of pulling back. We have a nice support level here. All right. Let's go down to the 30 minute. The 30 minute, we've got a resistance up here. Okay. And we see what price action has done here. All right. You see we get closes below with a resistance, we get a push down. Also, that's the same thing price did over here. All right. So I do feel comfortable taking sales below 655.43. Target to be the support level here, which is 652.65. All right. And we'll also have an advantage point. And an advantage point is pretty much where the market made a pivot. And what I mean by a pivot, if I'm in a short position, I want to see where the market found a support and kind of pull back. Okay. To see how price react to that level if we were to enter a short position. Okay, let's go down to the 15. Okay, so price is pretty much trading within a range, trading below this pre-market support here. Let's see. So the way it's looking, I feel comfortable taking range two sales below here. And some buys above here. Because you see the price action. You get a closure above, price push up, closes below with a retest. You get a push down. All right, gang. So the time is now 9:25 a.m. Again, we have news at 10 a.m. So we'll be patient here. And again, gang, trading is 90% waiting. 90%. All right, just come here with an idea and then you wait on price action, which is pretty much candles to print. And again, if you want to trade with me on here, we can hop on Zoom. Maybe you can help me figure out how to get it on here. I'm actually about to try to open it up. Okay, let's see. Review that resistance. That's the full TP. We'll bring an advantage point somewhere up in here. Okay, gang. So that's pretty much what I have today for SPY. All right. We have a nice clean candle here for these sales. And we see what price has done here in the past. All right. So pretty much, gang, my strategy, I just like to call it trading identical price action, which is pretty much literally looking to the left. I'm not trying to make it complicated, anything like that. I just look to the left and I see what price is done at that level, and I wait for specific candlestick patterns to happen at that key level, and then I make a trading decision from there. Okay. And again, I definitely hope you guys are getting value from these videos because that's what I made it for, to help people to just start, not give up. Because I just started. All right. And gang, make sure you keep a journal. Okay. We have about 2 minutes for the market to open. 2 minutes. All right. And again, gang, I just showed you the notebook journal, but you also, journal your trades, things of that nature. Just a simple Google spreadsheet, the date, what you trade and the time, so you can go back and see, when you trade the best and stuff like that. Okay. Again, we have news here at 10, about 30 minutes, and then Trump gonna speak at 1. All right. Try to get this Zoom to work. That noise you hear in the background is my wife. So you know I'm not a fake YouTube guru. Wow, so the Zoom camera not working? 'Cause Let's see. Oh, my son just woke up. Huh. Let's do the Zoom. Currently working. Let's see. Okay, gang, we're gonna push down here out the open. Let's see. I wonder, can you guys see that? Hmm, okay. All right, gang, the market just opened. Wow. Look at it. Remember we was talking about the VIX? Look at this volatility out the open, gang. The VIX are trading at 25. Good morning. What's up, Putter? He was crying just now? Oh. Okay, gang. So pretty much what we're waiting for now is a closure above 657.05 or a closure below 655.43. All right. As you can see in this range here, prices probably been moving sideways. Okay, so let's wait to see um what price want to do. Again, in the pre-market, you got closures above here. You got to push up to these levels here. All right. And if I get a closure below this support here, this would be a range two sell for me. And now I have the zoom. I can show you guys what I mean by range two. All right. One, two. Because I have a bullish bias. Okay. And I showed you guys a few times on this channel where I learned this strategy from. But I definitely don't mind showing you guys again. All right. Well, yeah. You see what price did here? Close it below, push down. So that's pretty much what we are waiting for here today. Let's see. Probably be here to around 11:45, latest 12. I'll say 11:45. All right. Okay. So this is what I have today. And also, as far as the buys, you see what price down here in the past. Closure above, nice retest, push up. We are here to trade probabilities. There will never be any certainty in the market. So if you are looking to be comfortable or to be certain, then I had to tell myself the harsh reality that's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I got a nice rejection off the top of this range, retesting this pre-market support here. So the bears could be in the market. Again, we get a closure below here. All right. I will be thinking about taking short entries. And again, it's about how the price action is looking. And I'll break all that down to you once the candles close. And again, thanks for all the support. You can reach out to me on Instagram at the Trader underscore. We can chop it up. And again, we can trade on here. Let's see. Okay, but my mom flying back from Arizona this morning. I got to make sure my dude's straight. Okay, wow, buyers. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna be patient here. Just wait for this 15-minute counter to close. You can see here that it opened with opened with no bottom wick. All right. And again, 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks. So I'll just be patient here. Let's see what's going on in the news. Then we're gonna look at a little Bloomberg. Wait for this 15-minute counter to close. We still have 9 minutes, and we have news at 10 o'clock. Wow. So yeah, again, the only thing we can do now is just pretty much be patient. All right. Okay. This previous 2 hour candle closed bearish, but as you can see here, the bulls are trying to step back in the market. This 2 hour candle closes at 10 o'clock. So, and again, you can see here, even on the 2 hour time frame, price is moving sideways. Okay. We have news at 10 o'clock. And again, this channel is not to be used as financial advice. And again, this is that bottom wick that we were just talking about that this candle did not have. So this doesn't surprise us here on this channel. Let's see what's going on in this market. Oil swings as traders wait Iran ceasefire push. Okay, gang, you see price came down and give it a bottom wick. Let's be patient here. Wait on price action. And this is what I mean when I say trading is 85 to 90% waiting. Wow, a lot of volatility up the open. And gang, if you see your setup, take that trade. I'm just here to wait on mine. And again, doing these videos definitely help me follow my rules better, which is why I wanted to do it because I know it's not just me who have trouble following their rules consistently. All right, knowing that we can do better. So I do this to push myself to the limit. All right, got about 6 minutes. What's Stewart talking about? Okay, gang. So as a trader, you want to keep up with what's going on in the market to see why the market is whipsawing up and down. All right. You want to be patient. And as you can see here, we are trading right at the 21-day EMA. Okay. I would say closure above this level here would be trading above the 21. All right. And a retest to push up and closures below this support here. All right. We'll be trading below the 21 day as well. All right. Just giving me more confluence. But for now, my best bet is just to be patient here. Again, you see where price closed below, gave us a push down. All right. And it's crazy. So YouTube will play the Bloomberg, but it won't play my music. Martin said, I love my music. I can't play my music, man. Okay, gang, we got less than what, 4 minutes for this first 15-minute candle to close. And these buyers, oh, they're trying to hang in there. Oh, anybody out there with a kid that's younger than 2 or 3, let me know how you sleep. Huh? Seriously, reach out to me. Let me know how you sleep. Seriously, this is you gotta fight through it, baby. My boy is up early in the morning and went to sleep early in the morning. You get it? He up early in the morning and he went to sleep early in the morning. Give me a second. I'm just writing my journal real quick. Okay, again, look like price is wow. Okay, came down and made a bottom wick and buyers push back up. Okay, less than 2 minutes for this 15-minute candle closure. And then we have news in 15 minutes. To be honest, gang, shit. Curious to see if price close above this level. Got a nice wick to fill. Yeah, I probably want to stay. Okay, again, let's see if price close above this level. See if we get back to these pre-market prices. Come on, buyers. We want to see if buyers can get out of that range. Got about 20 seconds here. 20 seconds. And again, the next candle could just juice up, go down. It could, you know what I'm saying? We never know what it could do. We never know what it could do. Nice support made here on the 15. This candle open with little to no bottom wick. So I'll just wait. We got news in 15 minutes. Yeah, again, this comes to no surprise at all. Nice support made here. Wow, the buyers are stepping in. And again, gang, it's kind of open with little to no bottom wick. So still got 13 minutes for this candle to close. It could, you see, like I said, it could feel this wick, juice up, but this is not my entry or my strategy. So I'd be patient because entering along underneath this pre-market support, to me, you know what I mean? Of course, everything in trading is a risk, but that's a low probability trade in my book, especially with this candle opening with no bottom wick. So if it flips bearish and comes back inside of the range, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised. So, just be patient here. I'll wait on price action. But I'm still sick about this music though, man. They let you play Bloomberg, but let's see. Let me go here. Music won't play. I'm actually curious to see how this kind of close. And the reason you see me like watching Bloomberg and stuff, because Trump may say anything, make the market do anything while you're in the trade. This shit. I can't hear that. Hmm. This shit. All right, gang. You see prices started to come back inside of this range that we discussed earlier, which is underneath this key pre-market support right to the left, where we do feel comfortable taking buys above due to this price action here. But this current candle open with no bottom wick, right? Meaning it could come just like this candle we saw here off the open. It could come flip bearish to create a bottom wick, right? So my strategy requires me to wait for candles to close above specific levels, like you see here. All right, and I like to draw out my plan and be transparent. Okay, so And if this candle closes above this level with no bottom wick, you ask, what do you do? I have to wait for the next candle to close because if I enter the trade off of the next candle, again, price could come flip bearish to make a bottom wick for this candle. All right. Wow. Really won't play. Okay. Again, I know I showed you guys a few times on some videos on my channel. But again, I want to just show y'all so you won't be confused. You see here, this is the channel. This is the video. All right. You watch this video first. All right. You go to videos, popular, boom. All right. After you do that, then you go to live, go to the Otis, and then you just start consuming. All right. That's it. That is it. Okay, gang. Buyers look like they're definitely stepping into the market. We got what, less than 9 minutes until news at 10 o'clock right here. As you can see, ISM services, PMI. Okay. And the price fills this range without me. I gotta take that. All right. I'll come back tomorrow. Wow, nice wick fill. And again, this previous 2 hour candle was bearish. As you can see here, price made a nice bottom wick and began to push up. So 8 minutes into this 2 hour candle close. um, 30 minute, like it's trying to make a nice support, close above this level. And again, this is Monday price action. And yeah, again, a mentor, again, like shout out to my boy next door. A mentor is definitely recommended. All right. So like when you see me sitting here waiting and you're like, wow, why is this guy not like, why you just won't enter the market and buy, man? Like that's why it's best to try your best to learn. So you won't go in the market, losing all your money. Because we all know for a fact that the studies show that 95 to 97% of traders fail or whatever, but that don't have to be the case. You feel me? That doesn't have to be the case, right? Let's say a retail trader has the direction correct almost 60% of the time. So we got this. All right. This channel was created for, people to come trade together. You know what I mean? Help each other follow our rules. All right. I tell you my rules. You hold me accountable. You know what I mean? You tell me your rules, I hold you accountable. So, okay, again, we got 6 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. All right. You see what price did here on the 30 minute? You got a closure above, a pull back to this level, and then price continue to push up. So price gets overextended here. I probably had to wait for a pullback to take the buys because I clearly don't want to take buys in the middle of a range, like I was talking about on the previous video on last Wednesday. So just have to be patient here. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, this I heard this one trader say you'll know that you're trading how you're supposed to when it becomes boring. And if you're watching this, the question is, are you bored? I am. And that's how people hop into positions and do stuff like that, like myself, which is why I made this channel. I don't want to do that anymore. I gotta wait for the setup, you know? And that's the boring part because you just want to make the money, right? We all do. We all do. Oh man. Let's see here. We got about 4 minutes. 4 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. So let's again be patient here. We got news. Let's see. And as traders, all we can do is pretty much just have ideas. Wait on price action. Okay, we are not in control of what price is doing. That's, you know, why we have to wait. Trading in hindsight, it'll always be 2020. Like, oh man, I should have took that trade. But come on, man. I just 30 minutes like it's gonna close strong above. Just like we did over here on Wednesday. Got a nice wick fill. And again, whoever took these loans, this was a great trade. Great trade. Okay, 2 minutes, 2 minutes for this candle to close. Yeah, price is going up. Tends to fill this range, hit its advantage point. Again, let's see if we can get a pullback for these entry to come back up. All right. And if not, again, the market will be open tomorrow and the next day and the next day. But as far as our money will run out if we don't take the best trades we can take, right? So let's be patient here. Relax. All right. Time is now 9:58. News about to come out. Don't be surprised if the next candle might go through the top of your computer screen, but that's okay. All right, relax. Or it may go through your floor. Who knows? Price up for good for this week. Less than 1 minute. News gonna come out. So all these sellers from here have just gotten squeezed out of their positions. Okay. Here come all right, we at the advantage point. News came down, made a bottom work. Just kind of open with no top with it. Mm, okay. Wow. Could you imagine actually being on a trade while this candle is happening? And again, this channel is not financial advice, but I stay out the market the best I can when news is happening. You know, sometimes I may see a setup, but yeah, man. Wow. Hmm. Let's see what these numbers are. Oh, red numbers. Okay. Let's do a first top down. Okay. This previous 2 hour candle closed bullish. See here we got a 2 hours resistance. All right. 2 hours support level down here. All right. So with that news candle, I'm pretty much doing a first top down analysis. Okay, so this is what I have here. We get a closure below here. Maybe you're willing to take some sales coming down. Maybe like a 15-minute onion. But we still have 11 minutes for this candle to close. So and again, this is Monday price action. You definitely have to be patient. Here's a support level. All right. We got the key 2 hour resistance level. As you can see here and here. Wow, what a news candle. Push up rejection, straight back down. Wow. And again, this is why we be patient in the market. So someone into some buys here. Hopefully they took profit at this key level. All right, but again, we get price to close below the support level right here. Are we willing to take some sales coming down, range two? All right. Yeah, again, as long as you see price trading below this level here, you go push down. We had to do a fresh top down analysis with this news candle. All right. Now we just got to be patient. Wow, this 2 hour candle. Wow. And again, gang, if you were in a long, took profit at that wick bill, good job. Um, I want to say, like, if you enter a long, I guess, at this resistance, then, I hope you took profits right there. And I'm sure some people went short up here as well. All right. Yeah, just be patient. Time now 10:07. Probably be here for maybe another hour or so. And call it a session. My boy up there crying. Man, this man. I wonder what kind of news was that, man. What made the market move like that? Gang, if you rewind this live, or when if you're watching later, if you're watching this later, rewind the video. Remember, I told you that this candle right here, remember this bullish candle right here. I said it opened with what? No bottom wick. You see? 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks. So this next candle went to go give it a bottom wick. Okay. Yeah, we're trading up near the hardest resistance. The buys don't really look clean unless they coming off the support level down here. Let's see here. Again, game price is kind of moving sideways today. But you see, we have this key resistance level. We got about 5 minutes. A little over 5 minutes for this candle to close. Yeah, price rejected resistance, come back down, almost retested support. So I'm gonna just be very patient here on this Monday. All right. The cleanest traffic we do have would be these sales coming down. So yeah, we have to wait on that. But yeah, this is why, the veteran traders say it's boring because you're waiting. Like, yeah, you could have took these buys coming up, but you have to have the experience to know when to take profit. Why are you taking profit sooner due to the price action? All right. If I know this candle didn't open up with a bottom wick and I'm in a long position, then more than likely I'm closing some profits at this wick fill and at this resistance. Okay. And now we are waiting to see how this bearish candle close. Okay, we still do have this pre-market level right here. And that's what I want to pay attention to. Price rejected it and trying to close back above it, meaning that we could continue to push up, but let's just wait and see. It's like we're trading within ranges. These ranges are pretty tight. Let's see how this looks on. Okay, again, we're on a 30-minute time frame now. Again, trading at this key resistance level. But we see what price is done here. Rejecting, going to push up. Yeah, that news candle was it was a news candle for sure. Wow. Yeah, again, right now I have pretty much nothing going as far as a setup that I'm looking for up in these levels here. Um, yeah, nah, I'll let price just go. We want to continue to push up. And to be honest, we may wait for maybe one or two candles to close, and if we're not seeing nothing, I'll go ahead and in this live stream because there's no point of just I want to show you guys the setups at the key levels. All right, so we got I guess, a strong bearish doji candle, a lot of indecision. And again, we're kind of trading within this range here, way to resistance. Seeing as though I am not bearish, also I'm not thinking about sells off this resistance. Because price could easily squeeze sellers and continue to push up. If you don't wait for the candle to close, this 30-minute candle is flipping from bullish to bearish. Still got about 14 minutes for the candle to close. Yeah, price is in a tight range right now. That flip just activated some sellers, gang. So let's see what price do now. Let's see if we want to continue to push down or because I'm curious to see what price does if it breaks its own lows again. All right, the time is now 10:17 a.m. Okay, again, let's see if price is coming down to make a support at this level. Or maybe retest this resistance and keep on pushing up. All right. And again, I explained why I did not hop into this. I guess you could say it's an onion, is because I do have a bullish bias. So I need more than just a resistance to get me into a short position today. And like I said before, sellers are definitely activated right now. All right, so let's see what price want to do. If they want to squeeze and continue to push up or pull back so we can get a buy off of 457.07. All right, something like this. Boom, boom, boom. All right, or like I said, price could squeeze sellers right here. I'm just going to be patient, wait for this counter to close. Wow. Did you look at that? Are we squeezing sellers? Glad we didn't get into that short. And again, game price can do anything at any time. Our job is just to wait. But again, I may be here maybe until like 11. All right, we got buyers and stuff in, closure above this level. This is a retest, but I mean, we closed all the way up here, gang. So no entry for me. And right now, we're just, again, waiting. We got a rejection from this level. All right, the 2 hour time frame is kind of now flipping bullish. So, all right. Again, we explain why we stayed out of this short position. All right, because we have a bullish bias, so price could do what it's doing now. I'm sure some retail traders went short because of this resistance to the left, which is not a it's not a bad trade, especially when it comes to the logic. But um, we have to wait for more confirmation. Not to mention, we're trading well above the 21 EMA. All right, showing you that, as you can see here in the past, that buyers are in the market. Okay. 7 minutes, 7 minutes for this 15-minute count to close. Price close above that level. May potentially try to fill this wick. As you can see, this area is pretty choppy. Right, it's probably why price is moving how it is. All right, less than 6 minutes. Less than 6 minutes for this candle to close. Now we're gonna close above this resistance. I may be thinking about a long entry for price to fill this wick, but I'll be patient here. You know, because with this bottom wick here, I probably won't be taking any buys off of this level here today. because price has already retested it. So when we get a closure above here in the 15, that'll be a bullish celery play. All right, wait for a bottom wick, see if we can get price to push up and retest this level, which is 660. Yeah, gang, I want to say anything could happen within this range here. Honestly, anything within this wick, because this wick is just a lot of orders. All right. So that's why I'm waiting for price to close below specific levels. All right. Close below or above. All right, gang, let's be patient. The time is now 10:26. We got about 3 minutes, 3 minutes for this 15-minute counter to close. All right, off the open. As you can see here, we got price to make a support. We were talking about taking buys above here due to the pre-market levels. We did get a closure above. Then we had this news candle here at 10 o'clock, and we see what it did, kind of rejected, and also rejected the level we wanted to take buys off of. So now we have about 2 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. And I want to say if we close above this resistance level here, I'll be willing to potentially take some buys coming up to fill this wick, but let's be patient here. And again, a closure above here, that would give me a bullish celery play, which again is a candlestick pattern at a key level, going along with my bias and trading above the 21-day EMA. Okay, again, we got 1 minute, 1 minute. Oh my God, interest. Okay, again, wow, price pulled back that fast. So let's be patient. And again, I just don't feel comfortable taking these buys at this resistance. Like I said, you can rewind the video for everything I said, the reason why I didn't enter the trade. The market came back and actually showed you why I didn't enter. I didn't know the market would do that, but um, That's a part of my strategy why I didn't enter. But this is a bullish celery, but we did not get a closure above this resistance. So I'm gonna stay out of this trade and I'm gonna let it go. And I don't have to point this out, but I know you guys can clearly see that we open with what? Little to no bottom wick. So be mindful of that if you just entered a long position on SPY. Right? I would say you should be, I don't know, closing a little bit here at this wick fill. All right. Yeah, you see how I tapped that wick? If you're in a long position, I hope you took a little profit. And then see if you feel this wick. But as far as my strategy, I have to be patient. This is Monday price action. Actually, I was just talking to my homeboy the other day about this. Like one of the most difficult parts when it comes to trading, obviously, besides just discipline and patience or whatever, is when the market is moving up, you got the bias, but your edge is not appearing. You know what I'm trying to say? My edge is not appearing. So I'll just be patient, wait here on price action. 30-minute candle close bearish doji. 2 hour candle has flipped bullish, has a rejection wick from the top from this 2 hour resistance. So price action is just doing its thing today, man. I am gonna say it. Yes, price did just come back a bottom wick when we just talked about it. All right, guys, let's be patient. Let's be patient and wait on price action. We got this. Let's see what they're talking about here on Bloomberg. Still got about what 11 minutes for that 15-minute candle to close. Yo, Yok Young Lee. Let's see what Yok Long Lee had to say. Yok Long Lee. Talk about Micron. Oh yeah, again. Speaking of ETFs, that's what I forgot to show y'all. So these are, I think I showed you guys a few times some of the ETFs who I bought all of these except for XLE because I'm waiting for it to get back to a certain level, which is, coming to retest its resistance because, look at all this. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to wait for a pullback here and GDX, trying to wait for a pullback as well. I want to see if the market will at least try to come back to 79.64 down here. I got an order set. But if this weekly candle closes bearish or bullish above this level here, which is what 92.06, you see what price down here in the past. And again, we're just trading identical price action. All right. meaning we just looking to the left, seeing what it done, seeing what it did, and then just doing the exact same thing. Silver. All right, hopefully we get another pullback, buy some more silver. XLF. We got some of this. TQQ. All right. And I'm sure we may get another push down. But again, look at the percentages where we're trading from all-time highs. Like almost, look at this 30%. It came down almost 40%. So I mean, let's see here. How much is this pullback here? 40%. Okay. Before doing what? Going back all-time highs. All right. So it's IBIT. All right. See what Bitcoin want to do. Some TSOL, some Tesla. I need Elon to get it together. The BTC and some ETH. All right. Let's see what SPY doing, gang. Let's go back to the 15. Okay. As you can see here, this candle has been bearish, bullish, and we have what? A little over 8 minutes. Like I was saying before, gang, about anyone who took sales up here. All right, because I'm sure they did. And I know when this support is made here, buyers step into the market as well. So let me just be patient here. Wait on price action. Young Lee. I was trying to see if she give us some insight on why the market is somewhat moving sideways. No, we kind of sort of broke the previous candles. It looked like they activated some sellers right here. Let's see if price want to continue to push down. And again, the only reason I'll be cautious with these sales here is because of these bottom wicks. These bottom wicks here, this one, and this one. Like you see our price rejecting it. Wow. All right. Price is definitely pushing down, trying to come fill this wick. Again, closes below here. I'm willing to take sales coming down. Again, so what's happening now is we came up here to a key resistance level. All right, you're seeing price make a resistance. Buyers try to step into the market. We're unable to close above the range. All right, got a nice rejection. Broke the previous kind of lows. All right, got a nice push down. Okay. And again, gang, every trade that you can explain doesn't mean that it was your setup. So don't get FOMO. Don't, what I'm saying, feel bad about it or anything like that. Okay. Because when you are explaining it, it's in hindsight. It already happened, meaning that's not your setup, meaning you did not think that would happen. But I can explain to you why the market is, I guess, doing what it's doing. You know what I mean? Right. And you see me taking a peek from the news back to the chart. Because again, when you get random moves like we're getting now, something has to be happening that we don't know about. Okay, it's 10:40. Again, I'll give it a few more candles, probably call it a session. Like I said, if you were short, well, if you took profits right here, which would have been a good place because of this level here from the pre-market. So, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I need a second to write in my journal, get my thoughts right. Watch us a little Bloomberg. What John Tucker talking about? Talk about John. Okay, gang. Wow. So let's break down this Monday so far. All right. This candle closes in what? 2 minutes. It looked like it's about to form a bearish celery. Okay. Like for sales coming down. Let's see. We have a pre-market range here. All right. You see the support, resistance. We got a closure below. All right. And out the open, all right, because you see price made this range here. All right. Out the open, we got a support made and price pushed up. All right. As you can see, it pretty much came and retested this pre-market high. And with a retest, we got a resistance made, and now we're getting a bearish accelerator form. Okay. So I am curious to see what price do after this. All right. But we won't be here too long if we don't see a setup. We'll just come back tomorrow. Same attitude, same positive attitude. All right. Because clearly, if you enter the trade anywhere in here, right now you're getting something that we like to call chop. Chop. So now it's a chop session. Okay. And with my bullish bias, I don't feel comfortable taking shorts above this level where buyers stepped in, which is why I was waiting for closures below here. Nice clean candle here to the left. Mm. All right, this 15-minute candle did close bearish. Nice bearish celery, but as you can see here, this candle opened with no top wick. All right, so yeah, we're gonna keep going over it, gang, until we all, get the understanding of it, including myself. All right, so let's see how this candle end up closing. Again, this candle open with no top wick, meaning it can come flip bullish at any time. All right. Wow, gang, would you look at there? The candle flip bullish at any time, huh? But again, gang, this market, like I said, it could shoot through the screen, it can shoot through the floor. All right. But yeah, this is definitely a nice bearish celery at this resistance level. But I don't feel comfortable taking this short again due to the fact that we're trading above this pre-market support level. So all right, so we're bullish, trading above the pre-market support level after we broke it, and we're trading above the 21 EMA. All right, so let's see if these sellers want to step in. The time is now 10:47. Again, we'll probably be here for a few more candles, and I may have to call it a day. Let's see what Gautam Mukunda. Here we go. I'm gonna listen to a little Bloomberg. I'll be right back. And again, gang, I'm not getting FOMO due to the fact this candle open with little top wick. I'm okay. All right. I'm good. I'm gonna wait for my trading ideas. All right. Anybody else? I definitely hope you guys are making money as well. Again, nice bearish celery, but nah, I'm okay, gang. Okay, the 30-minute up like is trying to come fill this wick. Just gotta be patient and find out. What Tom talk about? Okay, guy. Wow. This price not rejecting the pre-market level. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. We're just see the price too, guy. Okay, and again. I hope everything I talk about on this channel is giving you value. I hope I'm breaking down the market to a way that you can understand, which is pretty much just looking at what price has done in the past, marking at that key level, and waiting to see how price react when it get there. Okay, so today is Monday, a great day to test your patience and discipline for sure. I remember at one point in time, I didn't trade on Mondays at all because I was afraid I would come here and continue to make impulse trades. So now I force myself to do it. Okay, gang, it's almost 11 o'clock. We've been here for almost, I'm gonna say 2 hours, I believe. And I don't really plan on taking a trade within this. Trade. 15-minute candle. My boy up there giving my wife a hard time, man. But yeah, gang, I'm not really seeing too much here. And look at this bearish candle right here, guy. Close with no top wick. Look what the market come do. Give it a nice top wick. But yeah, gang, I'm not really seeing my edge appear here. And that's another reason why I'm on this camera to definitely help me stay out of crazy trades. You feel me? Nice sell of this bearish celery here at this resistance. But again, it just wasn't my edge due to the fact that I have a bullish bias. What are you about to eat, baby? Okay, gang. So currently, right now, we have retail traders that enter the long here and enter the short here. All right. If they enter the short off this first resistance that price made, all right, taking profits at this level here would have been very good. All right, with this pre-market support level here. But as long as you're holding this level, price could definitely continue to move up. I'll probably give it one more 15-minute candle after this and probably call it a day. All right. Because what price have done today made a support resistance. All right. We had a pre-market range, close below it, move sideways for a few hours. Price made a support out the open and then pushed up to fill this range to retest this resistance. All right. And when we got up to this 15-minute resistance, seller stepped into the market. Price moved sideways for a bit, and then we got to push down. Okay. Now it seems like price want to retest the support here. All right. To potentially continue to move up. But am I going to be in that trade? No, because that is not a high probability setup. All right. Because we can clearly see the market is chopping. Correct. Again, gang, I'm just keeping up with the news to see why the market is chopping. You want to see why? So clearly it's the war. But what is Trump expected to say at 1 o'clock? Okay, again, look how key this level was. Got tested one, twice, three times. Yeah, that's my boy in the back. All right, gang, we're gonna let this candle close and wait for maybe one or two more and then call it a day. It could be a setup this afternoon, but it's all good. We will be back tomorrow around the same time, like 9:15. Gives us a few moments before the market open. But ultimately we do want to trade the 2 hour candle from like 10 to 12, which is this one right here. It was a news candle today. Let's see. I want to see if we have any news tomorrow. Puda, daddy trying to do this, Puda. I'm about to come over there. Hold on. Okay, again, we have news tomorrow at 8:30. All right. Bless you, Puda. But not too much after that. Now, this 2 hour candle today, straight whipsaw, gang. Like, it went up, it went down. Now it's trying to close like directly in the middle. All right, this 15-minute candle to close There's Doji, and the current candle open with little to no bottom wick. So, all right, let's be mindful of that. I keep saying it over and over again so you can be mindful when you enter positions what you're looking for or why the market may come back and do something and you be like, I don't understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Because at one point, and I'm still learning day by day. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm still learning day by day. All right, game. It's 11 o'clock, so let's see how this 15-minute candle closes. I was talking to my homeboy, I want to say yesterday or the day before. He was telling me day trading doesn't mean every day trading. You're right. It does not mean everyday trading because I did not see a setup here thus far. And then when you keep a journal, you'll see the best times you take a setup. And for me, it's usually between 9:45 and I'll say 10:30, 10:45. So yeah. And so the markets are up on the day, but barely, as you can see. All right. Well, we trade S&P, so we know about that. The Dow, okay, Bloomberg. Well, we got gold down zero point 0.1 today. Crude down 0.22. Brent crude down. The Dow Jones up 0.1. John Tucker said they had to tow him out the driveway. We're laughing at you, John Tucker. You know what I'm laughing at. Okay, y'all see this market though? Look at this rejection at this key level. Mhm. Let's gotta be patient. Yeah, gang. Whether this 15-minute candle closes above this level or below here, I still won't be looking for any entries because I'm waiting for a close below here. Uh, this 15-minute candle closes in less than 10 minutes. And again, gang, this was a level we have pointed out hours ago. So let's wait and see how price react here, and then we'll go from there. I hope they saw you, babe. I said I hope they saw you walking through the live. Show the respect that you have. That's fine, baby. Micro must be going crazy. Oh, so you would gap up. So 3%. Okay. Okay, gang. I'm just being patient here, waiting on price action. When again, gang, prices get to this level, taking off, trying to squeeze sellers again is it'll be no surprise to us because of this. But the entry, how to get in. That's what you wanted, right, babe? I'm just playing, baby. But no, I don't see a setup here today. Still got 5 minutes for this counter to close though. I mean, I guess I would say a support made on the 15. I guess you could say got some clean traffic coming up here. Because again, we have retested this level. Let's see here. Because if this candle close bullish, it'll be one, two, three, four. But if we close below, then the sellers, since we might be in this market. Need to get my phone charger for sure. Again, this definitely was a bearish seller. Cannot deny that. So when you're seeing bullish and bearish salaries like back to back like this, all right, that's when you definitely know is be cautious in the market. Sort of like this right here. All right. Price is pretty much moving sideways. We got about 3 minutes, 3 minutes for this 15-minute count and close. And we are still unable, as of now, to close below this pre-market support level. So, oh, there we go. Set aside. Here we go. All right, let's just be patient and wait for these candles to close. That's my boy in the back, man. He's oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. And again, gang, if you enter some longs and shorts today, none of them were bad trades. You would just have to uh, pay really close attention to these candlesticks today, especially with it being Monday. Like, per se, if you took a long of the support, notice that this candle did open with no bottom wick, so your stop loss will probably be right here. And I mean, the price break these lows, you might get out of that trade. But with a wick fill, you know what I'm saying, maybe close, I don't know, 80% of the trade and then like let the rest run up here to this resistance and boom. And you got out before news, you know what I mean? So, and as far as anyone that went short, I want to say maybe out this resistance here, I probably would have waited for this celery play, which is this candlestick pattern here. Bearish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle at a key level. Okay. But as you can see here, you know, you go short here, you got to take profits at this wick fill. All right. So the market is making it real tough today to let any kind of trades run, which is why you see me staying out of it. You know what I mean? It'll definitely be open tomorrow, you know, and I will be back. All right. The time is now 11:15, gang. I may call it a day. All right. Price is pretty much moving sideways. But I do plan to be back tomorrow around the same time, 9 o'clock, 9:15. Um, trading SPY. And again, price action can do anything. All right. It can keep pushing up from here or keep pushing down. That's not our job. Our job is not to guess. Our job is just to wait and be patient and wait on price action, which is what we did here today. All right. We should be proud of ourselves for displaying this level of discipline because we all know how many traders entered today in this range. Okay. So, and tomorrow we just, all right. No trade set up here for me today. All right. Thank you guys again for all the support. I am the Pray the Trader, TPT Concepts.